Well, hello, it's CMO, and today it's Narwhal Day. This is Liz, the Chief Mom Officer, where I talk about money, work, and frugal family fun to reach financial freedom. And today we're making a narwhal cake. Don't worry, Narwhal. I'm not going to eat you. I'm just going to eat a cake of you. It's my middle son's 12th birthday this week. And making homemade cakes has been a tradition ever since my oldest son was 1. I tried looking online for some inspiration for a narwhal cake. We're here at YouTube, my friend and I. He needs a name. Comment down below if you can think of a name for him. All right, so I'm going to search narwhal cakes. Aww, so cute. I'm seeing one problem with all these cakes. All the cakes that I saw are covered in fondant. That's all fondant. Nope, fondant. Don't get me wrong. They're absolutely gorgeous. But they're coated in fondant. How about this Pop Sugar Eat the Trend narwhal cake? This is all fondant. I made a fondant cake one year, and it looked amazing. And everyone had fondant left on their plates because no one wanted to eat it. Hate fondant. Luckily, since we're doing the cake, we can do whatever we want. So that means no fondant. I'm going to sketch out what this narwhal cake is going to look like. So first I'm going to do a quick outline of him. That's about what he's going to look like. Now, what about that fondant? No. Icing. That's the way to go. Excellent. So he's going to be blue. Going to make a couple other notations. Now it's time to go downstairs and start making our narwhal cake. I'm going to whip up a delicious devil's food chocolate cake. Then I'm going to decorate it like a narwhal. So stay tuned today to eat a narwhal for the very first time. Alrighty, we're going to start off with 2 cups of sugar, 2 sticks of softened butter. I'm going to put that in my stand mixer, but you can certainly use a hand mixer if you have that. We're going to go ahead and cream the butter and sugar together until it gets nice and fluffy. Should look like that. Next, we're going to put in our eggs. 2 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and whip that up some more until it gets really extra fluffy creamy. Now 2.5 cups of cake flour in a separate bowl with a cup of cocoa, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Mix that together, and 2¼ cups buttermilk. I'm going to go ahead and turn the mixer back on, and now we're going to alternate adding in our flour cocoa mixture with our buttermilk mixture. Pour that right in, just a little bit at a time. We're going to keep doing that, scraping down the bowl periodically to get rid of all the floury bits. Alright, and we're just going to keep alternating that until we run out of both flour cocoa mixture as well as buttermilk. Keep scraping that bowl down and keep mixing, and eventually it will turn into delicious cake batter. Now we're going to go ahead and prep our bowls. This is actually a really old ball cake mold I got from my mother. She used it for my brother when he was a kid 20-something years ago. I'm going to rub butter inside each of the molds, add a little bit of flour, don't need to measure, and then we're going to move the flour around in each of the bowls until it's totally coated. That'll keep our cakes from sticking. Next, we're going to go ahead and fill them all up evenly. I just like to scoop a spoonful into each one and alternate. And then we're going to put it in the oven so that they can bake. Yum! Wow, check out these beauties. I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the oven now so they can start to cool down and we can start to remove these from their molds. Smells so chocolatey. Can't wait. What is it?
Cake!
Cake!
I know what you want. Pick the cake.
Here, have this tiny piece. Time to make the buttercream. Buttercream is so simple. All you need are 4 ingredients: powdered sugar, milk, vanilla, and butter. And seriously, you just mix those 4 things together in a bowl, and voila! It turns into delicious buttercream. Time to assemble the narwhal. We're just taking our cooled cake parts from the fridge, trimming the tops off, and then we're going to go ahead and crumb coat them all with a bit of buttercream, assembling him as we go, cutting out his little tail, locking in all those crumbs with frosting. Now the narwhal is all formed. I just have to finish crumb coating the bare bits of cake. I've got my cake scraps here ready for my kids to eat. They will not go to waste. Children love cake scraps. I'm going to finish them up and pop them in the fridge for about 20 minutes. All right, it's been 20 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and cover him with blue buttercream. I also have some white buttercream here reserved for his little tummy to help stick on his eyes and to help adhere his tusk. The narwhal cake is all nice and frosted. His frosting has been smoothed using a sharp knife and a glass of water. Pull it across any uneven parts. That'll make him nice and smooth without needing to use fondant. Then we're going to put on his horn. We're going to make out of an ice cream cone. And his eyes, which will be candy melts, with a little bit of frosting. I'm going to go ahead and stab his little eyeball on right in the middle of that candy melt. Just a dab of white frosting. Make his ice cream cone tusk, and there you go. Narwhal cake.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like his rocks. Like that. Confident.
And much more quickly than he was formed, the narwhal is disassembled. Thanks everyone for watching. It was a lot of fun to make this narwhal cake and see the smile on my son's face. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you want to try to make this yourself, all the recipes and instructions and materials are in the description box below. If you like this video, or you also hate fondant, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. I hope you'll comment with what kind of cake would you want for your 12th birthday. Have an amazing day!